Hi, welcome back to Rabbi Aharon Attitude Adjustment. Still sick and tired of being sick and tired? We're going to try and move you a little bit forward today. I'm going to try to cover an awful lot in 5 minutes, so hang on and listen carefully because everything is very important. Remember last week we talked about the Ten Commandments, how they were the underpinnings of society, how they were to give an order to how people would live their lives. And this week we go even further. We talk more about the different laws that Hashem has given us. Now, if we go back to the Ten Commandments, it says that at the time the children of Israel received them, they were at the base of Mount Sinai. They had to get ready 3 days to purify themselves to receive the Ten Commandments. And when the time came, there was fire on the mountain, there was lightning, there was smoke, there was something that was so unbelievable, you had to believe it came from a source that was not human. It came from God Himself to give to them a gift. And one of the things that Moses tells the people is, don't be afraid of this gift. It's not to harm you. It's not to make your life miserable. It's not to make your life harder. It's to elevate you to a new level, to make you to go higher. And that's what we talk about here every week. How do you elevate yourself? How do you take yourself to a new level? A level of happiness, of joy, of fulfillment. A life that doesn't have all the stress and worry and all the bad things that you have to deal with every day, so that you can truly enjoy the life Hashem has given you on the face of the earth. Well, understand again that this week we continue with laws from last week, and we're not done yet. There's more laws yet to come. After that, there's the oral law, which was also given at Mount Sinai, which is not even mentioned in the Torah. That is given from generation to generation, from teacher to student to teacher to student. And it has been taken through all of these years, and for hundreds of years that's how it went. And it took hundreds of years to get it codified and written down by Rebbe. And then from then it got take another couple of hundred years to get it codified, and all the rabbis have a commentary on it to make sure you understand really what it means. It's a process. It's always a process. It took hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. And the Torah is a living instrument which even to this day, rabbis still talk about and still are talking about things that they have to not change, but they have to adjust to modern times. Nothing had been talked about with regard to television back at the time of Mount Sinai. There was no television. Cars, same thing. Many modern conveniences, same thing. So these things are constantly being worked on, and it's constantly evolving. So if you don't get it the first day, or the first week, or the first month, or the first year, give yourself a chance. Give yourself the time. It took Torah hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years to evolve, and it's still evolving. You will also take that time to evolve. And you have to understand it is a gift, and it's a gift for your benefit. Let me ask you a question. If you were walking down the street, and somebody walked past you, and as they're walking past you, they smacked you in the face, you'd be very upset. You'd be very upset because why would he smack me in the face? And you'd want to go back and maybe smack them back. Maybe a good idea, maybe not. Now, let's take the same scenario, only instead of being on the street, you're a boxer. You're in the boxing ring, and you're boxing with your coach. And your coach notices that every time you jab with your right, you lower your left, and your guard is wide open. So every time you do that, he hits you with a right hook. Bam! Right in the face. Bam! Right in the face. You hate him for it, don't you? No, you don't hate him for it. He's not doing it to hurt you. Even though it does hurt, he's not doing it for that purpose. He's doing that to teach you a lesson. So you remember, don't lower your left guard when you throw your right jab. So what happens is, at the end of the fighting, instead of being upset with him and angry and wanting to go back and hit him, you want to give him a hug. Because this is what he did for you, to make you better. Well, Hashem does the same exact thing. He gives you rules to live by. He gives you the underpinnings of society so there's no chaos. He also tells you, if you do these things, I'm going to give you pretty much everything that you want. Everything that you need, certainly, and many of the things that you want, because you're following what I've told you to do. The same way as if you have a child, and he does what you tell him to do, you love that child greatly, and you want to give him everything his little heart desires. Well, having said that, this is a very special Shabbos, the Shabbos Shekalim. It's the Shabbos where we figure out that we're all equal, because we're told at this time, at this new month of Adar, we're all to give a half shekel for the maintenance of the temple when the temple was together. And it's a half shekel per person, per man, per woman, per child. All the same. Nobody better, nobody worse, nobody less, nobody more. So now we know that we're all equal, and we all have an equal opportunity to grow. Let's look into Shabbos this week. Let's have a very good one for this Friday night and Saturday. And let's make this week ahead a really terrific week. Let's start to change ourselves. Let's start to live by the owner's manual of our human body and soul. And let's become happy, joyous, fulfilled, and full of love. And let's move forward with that and make this life what it's supposed to be. Be well, my friends. All the best.